Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've been guided to do a shorter general collective reading today using the Shadowscapes Tarot. We might end up pulling in other decks, but Shadowscapes is what we're starting with. Eight of Pentacles. The World, the 21st Major Arcana. Beautiful greens in both of these. Heart chakra opening is being called for. Six of Wands. Spirit guides, what does this collective need to hear today? Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the World, Queen of Cups. This particular Six of Wands gives me so much Six of Swords energy. I'm really channeling an energy of victory, as the Six of Wands signifies, but it being bittersweet and coming with a loss or a sacrifice or a trade or exchange of some kind. You having had to give up something that was dear to you in order to achieve this victory. And yet this victory heralding the end of one book of your life, closing it completely and starting a new one in this like deeply nourished, emotionally fulfillment themed book or chapter of your life, and leaving behind this web that you had constructed. I'm feeling with collaborators. There was something that you had put hard work into with the Eight of Pentacles and that you had worked with people on, but there was incompatibility between you and those people, and you've either recently had to leave it behind or you currently are facing the choice of leaving it behind, and that's why you're being guided to this reading to assure you that that is accurate, your hunch or sense or perception that you need to do so in order to reach your victory, your culmination, and your fulfillment. Judgment. Yes, trust your judgment, and also judgment signifies rebirth. It signifies the butterflies coming out of the cocoon, the poppies growing from the field where war was fought. I have shuffled this deck quite a bit, and these cards are also cards that have come out in other recent readings I've done. So some of you, if you haven't seen those longer readings or those other readings, may have more detailed messages about this in there. There are different messages coming through today. Five of Wands. Yeah, leaving behind conflict. Yeah, I'm being shown this image of you worked really hard to collaborate with others to build this web, only to find them shredding the web, potentially behind your back. The Five of Wands is more of a head-on collision type of conflict, but that was the image I was given in terms of channeling from your spirit guides. And that's why that Five of Wands came through last out of all the cards, because there was this undercurrent, this conflict or this draining that was happening without it being at the surface, immediately visible, immediately obvious. You would not have invested your Eight of Pentacles in building with these people if you had seen it sooner. And so there was a little bit of an eruption. I'm also getting another message from the Eight of Pentacles here of the diligence that has been required to prepare yourself to leave behind this conflict, step into your solo victory, because this figure is standing alone above the crowd as opposed to fighting with or collaborating with others. So it has taken a great deal of laying a foundation that you have done by yourself for the most part to leave behind this draining conflict that was going nowhere. Even if you tried to create a win-win situation, that was not landing with the other people involved, and they were not getting on board, and they were not collaborating with you to create a win-win as well. They might have thought they were trying to work with you. They might have had their perception dulled by blind spots of their own, so they were not perceiving things accurately. But much as you tried as you might, there was not the opportunity to create cohesion and real, genuine confluence with the web here. So you've had to leave that behind for the sake of your peace, with the Six of Swords energy coming through here. Not merely like, oh, I'm winning over you, I'm winning, haha, you're losing. That is like completely the opposite of your energy here. Your energy is here, I'm winning, and I wish I could have brought you with me. I wish you would have come with me. I wish you would have worked with me here. It would have been better, in my opinion, is the energy that I'm getting from you here, if we could have succeeded together. And there's more success that you are looking for that I think you were hoping to achieve with these people, but now you're looking for other collaborators as you close out this chapter of your life and enter this much more emotionally fulfilled chapter of your life, and you metamorphosize here. I think you're seeking other collaborators who will truly collaborate, who will truly work with you and not be on the surface working with you, but unconsciously trying to use you. You'll be seeking new collaborators so that you can take your victory beyond the Six of Wands to higher levels that collaboration makes available to us. There's only so much we can do alone. Okay, 2 more cards are coming out together. We have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Fool in reverse. The Six of Pentacles is speaking to me of the true collaboration, because the Six of Pentacles speaks of generosity. I can speak of both giving and receiving that generosity depending on the context in which it comes in, and I really feel in this context it's speaking to there being a true generosity between you and your future collaborators, so that you're able to go from this having to separate yourself from the crowd in order to succeed, to actually being able to be built up by the people that you work with and build them up in return, free of strings attached. You're entering into this exchange of energy with each other consciously, so you don't have any need for subconscious or subterfuge like strings underneath or underlying that dynamic. It can be a clean slate, clean dynamic, where the generosity of spirit is also present, so that if something does come into question under the surface, you can speak frankly about it. There's no question about or doubt about, oh, should I bring this up? You can simply clear the air very quickly and not have it impede this smooth flow. There's no blockage in this fountain here, and it's watering this plant so that it can grow into a big strong tree. And that's the joy of working together with others, is to be able to create a whole forest together and not just be a solo tree standing alone. Fool reversed. Why is that reversed, Spirit? Because we do have all these signs of a new beginning. I see. This is confirming that we're kind of explaining here what is currently entangling you with these strings and this web here, and the entanglement of the incohesion of the Five of Wands. These entanglements are kind of all that is entangling you from flying free into your new beginning. And even these entanglements, you know, the gossamer of the spider's web is sticky, but as a human, it's just like this ribbon. It just falls away effortlessly. So as long as you don't cling to it, you might even use a prayer to ask the universe, source, God, your spirit guides, to remove from you and from your life the people and situations that are not meant for you, that are not good for you, that are not serving your highest and best good, and your highest timeline. And meditate on allowing any resistance to that prayer being fulfilled to be washed away and fall away effortlessly, like these ribbons off of this figure in the Fool, so that you can emerge into your new rebirth with judgment in the world here. And it's okay if you need to take some time to sort of kiss this old world goodbye with the World card here. There's such a strong echoing of the imagery with the red ribbon in the World and in the Fool card here. This entanglement falling away at the end, because the World is the final major arcana, and it brings us back to the beginning with the Fool. So these ribbons falling away clean the slate so that you're back to zero, back to the Fool, but not in the sense of back to square one where you don't have all the tools you've gained and all the wisdom you've learned from your previous chapter or your previous book. You have all that wisdom under your belt. It enhances your judgment and your discernment. It makes you wise to what you really need for your Queen of Cups emotional fulfillment, and to feel really nourished in your life, to feel really juicy and sustained by the way that you're living, rather than being fooled by fool's gold that is just shiny on the surface but not really sustaining you underneath. What other cards are you drawing me to, Spirit? Okay, they're drawing me to the Tea Leaf Oracle. What other messages do you have for this collective in this shorter message today, Spirit Guides? Desk, pay attention to your work. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Well, that's some serious confirmation that some of these collaborators really have been work collaborators, but for some of you it could also be people in your life who have been affecting your ability or the ability of your work to bring in your abundance, and affecting your ability to really get into a flow state with your work and kind of get right with the energy that you're putting into work. So yeah, for a lot of you, definitely collaborators in work, but for a lot of you also, family or personal relationships that were really affecting your ability to have your energy not be drained from the tasks that are actually fulfilling to you emotionally and that bring you in that bread, your prosperity and your abundance in your new chapter. There really is, with the Five of Wands having been the underlying dynamic simmering underneath the diligence of the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you would keep weaving your web, and it took some time to realize that, it was this person who was close to you, or this person that you trusted, or this dynamic in your workplace that kept on sweeping it out from under you after you just built it, that kept on draining your energy every time you tried to fill your well. And so eliminating that is clearing space for you to really have a full cup and embody this Queen of Cups energy, where you always have the ocean available to fill your cup. You never have to wait or wonder or worry. You know that that sustenance is there. You've made it available to yourself. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. I really feel this is embodying that energy that you are escaping from now. It's like that grip. We even have the echo of the red color there with the red ribbons. You're escaping the grip. And we even have the red on the spider there, and the red sash on the Five of Wands. So this is not the time to expose yourself to energetic and emotional risk and danger in personal relationships that have mistreated you. This is not the time to put yourself at risk in hopes of maybe saving someone else or salvaging what's left of the relationship. There will be times with the Queen of Cups close ahead for you to open up emotionally, but use your discernment about who it is safe to do that with, because you have learned very clearly who that is, but there might be a temptation to go, but they didn't really do anything wrong. Well, sometimes it's not a matter of right or wrong. Sometimes it's a matter of this wasn't okay for me. They're not changing. I must protect myself rather than trying to go back and work it out with them again when they have shown that they do not have the capacity to really understand where I'm coming from and bring resolve to the situation. I hope that's making sense. Ear, good news. I'm also getting with the ear, really listen to your intuition, to your spirit guides, to your sixth senses. I bet a lot of you here really do have very strongly honed intuition and, clairaudience, clairvoyance. So listen to that. Sometimes people physically appear very lovely and perfect and shiny, and you can tell that there's something fishy going on in the energy. So listen to that. Because there is this sense of, by protecting yourself, by listening to those intuitions, you open the space for good news to come in for this new chapter. We have the trumpet, and these cards have all been laid out in a very divinely ordered fashion. We have the trumpet and the judgment, the announcement of your rebirth, of your good news, of your next chapter coming in very soon. And you want to be available for it. You don't want to miss that opportunity because you're quote unquote crying over spilled milk, so to speak. Again, not that it's not okay to grieve. Say goodbye, light a candle, do a cord cutting ceremony. Give yourself space to feel and to express those feelings, whether it's by crying or writing or speaking to someone that you do trust, or if you send a final text or write a letter that you never send. Leave that all behind with grace. What else? Okay. Someone extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah. Don't keep trying to fight and pull the mule along. It's time to, when someone is committed to misunderstanding you or committed to not changing, it's time to acknowledge and accept that rather than allowing it to continue to drain your energy. And depending on your situation, you may feel that part of closure for you is just in the process of saying goodbye, just saying very softly to this person, this is why I'm saying goodbye. This is non-negotiable, but I thought you would want to know. And leaving it there, not trying to explain it if you don't think they will get your reason, but simply saying it and leaving it there so that you know you created that closure for yourself. And maybe someday that seed that you planted will actually make sense to them, but it's not your responsibility. Yeah, with the writing the letter here, I am getting strongly the message of either writing letters that you will never send or just simply saying one final goodbye to this person, these people, or this situation. But I'm really getting a strong message from your spirit guides that it's very important that you not wait for a response. Depending on your situation, it may be very important simply that when you get a response from them, you not respond to it and not continue the conversation. Protect your energy. Even if you want to know what their response is and want to know where you stand with them, don't engage in an argument. Don't show up to every battle you're invited to. Don't continue to try to explain yourself to someone who's shown they're committed to misunderstanding you. For some of you, it's actually like, don't even read any response they give you. Maybe just block them after you send your final goodbye. It's going to depend on how long and drawn out these cycles that you've been in with this person have been, how vicious these cycles have been, and your intuition about what you are being guided is best for you right now to preserve and protect your energy and prevent it from being drained any longer. It's not necessary. You deserve this Queen of Cups fulfillment where there's no leaks on this well. The well is full. In fact, it's not even a well, it's a whole lake or ocean available to her. Cobweb. Oh my gosh, and that synchronicity with the Eight of Pentacles and the cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yes. Yeah, as long as you listen, you will be protected because you have a very strong intuition. You have a very strong sense, and whether it's a felt sense or intellectual understanding or both, you have a very strong sense of what has gone down here. So as long as you listen to that rather than steamrolling your own intuition or ignoring it and doing something that you know is risky anyway, you are protected. And these flowers will get to bloom. We have the orange flowers here and the orange poppies and the Judgment card. These flowers will get their day and their dawn and their new revitalization. Candle, you will be shown the way. Yes, your intuition is very strong here. Your North Star is very strong here. It's not even just your intuition, it's your own attunement to your emotions, your heart, and your inner knowing. It's not just your spirit guides, it's you. It's your connection to your higher self. The flame is strong. The flowers are strong. No one else has been able to snuff out your flame either. They may have gotten you into a state of confusion where you could not see it for a momentary period of time, but no one actually snuffed out your flame. Your flame is going strong, strong, strong. And it will light the way for others, and it will attract others to it. Do not be afraid to burn solo for a little while. Trust that people that you can trust will be drawn to you, and trust that your discernment, your ear, your judgment, your intuition will show you when other untrustworthy people are also being drawn to you, because that's part of shining, is that many people will be drawn to you, and your intuition will show you, and their behavior will show you which ones are for you and which ones will participate in making the bread with you, not just trying to eat it. Thank you so much for being here for this short and sweet message today. I'm so happy to get to serve you by bringing these messages through. If you're interested in a private personal reading or energy healing session, check out my website. I also offer other services such as space clearings for land, buildings, and homes. So feel free to email me to consult with me about that, since that is not available for immediate purchase on the website, the way the readings are. And whether I hear from you individually or not, I look forward to seeing you in the next collective reading. Have a wonderful day and a great week.